I know a project pan hates to see me coming because I have so many products for us to discuss today. I want to go through all of the things that I've finished. I also want to give you guys an updated makeup routine because there are a few beauty products that I have completely panned. I'm saying that they're done, which means we get to introduce some new items into the project pan. Of course, I'm on a no buy year, so even if I finish a product that I love, I'm not going to repurchase it until I finish every single item that is within that category that I own. So for example, if I finish a blush, which wing wing spoiler alert, I did finish a blush, I'm not gonna buy a new blush until I finish all of the blushes that I currently actively have in my makeup bag. Let's cut to the chase and just get on into it. But first, if you're new here, my name is Crystalline. You can call me Chris, and we chat all things mind, body, and planet on this corner of the internet. So I hope you stick around. I gotta show you the new makeup routine, so let's get into it. Obviously, I need the classic influencer headband. Guys, I still have this e.l.f. Halo Glow. I have been making progress. I promise I've been using it, and I swear I've used it at least half of the days of every month, because I don't do my makeup every day, but when I do my makeup, this is what I'm using. Now, I've made some good progress, but one thing I did not do in the last video, but I want to do now, is I want to mark them with a Sharpie on the side so we can keep track. I think we're like around here. So let's use her up. I will be honest with you guys, there is another one that I have been mixing this one with. It is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow. Here she is in all her glory. I've been using this one since college, you know, and she's never done me wrong, but I've had her for a long time. So I just kind of mix her in with that. And then it helps with the blending. Something extremely exciting is this little guy. Donezo. I thought I would never finish this because I really did not love it. But look, that baby is empty. Okay, she is empty. She is gone. Would I repurchase? No. Again, if you missed my first video, I said I bought this because an influencer influenced me to buy it because they bought this. It's a concealer, but they bought it in a darker shade and they said, oh, this is great as a contour, as a cream contour. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea and pretty affordable because this is Maybelline. It's an easy to find brand. I didn't like it. So I am moving back to old trusty, my Merit cream contour stick. This is the only other contour that I own in my makeup bag. So this is one I know I like. And I think we can focus on really finishing this one up too. This is how much we have left here. I don't know how we should mark this. Should I just like take a picture? I was gonna Sharpie it, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Could I Sharpie it? No, bro, don't do that. Matches my complexion so much better. I use it even a little bit on the eyelids for some shadowing. And that is just so exciting. It's the best feeling whenever you finish something. While I'm blending, something I've been thinking about a lot lately are like ins and outs. I love when people discuss like their ins and outs. I feel like that was kind of big last year and I'm starting to see it kind of fade this year. So now I'm like, no, bring it back. But I have to say that one of my ins is using what you have. That is an in for 2025. In and out, buying things just because they're on sale. You don't need it. You did not need it. Another exciting progress update. This is the last bit of my blush. This is the Oceanly plastic free cheeks blush in Happy Berry. But that's all that's left. I think we can use that up honestly right now because it's at the point where it's a bit dry. It's becoming a bit complicated to actually get on my face. I know some of you guys came at me in the comments. You said, seems like a bit of a waste to put it on your hand. And look, I know, but I get a better application with it. And at the end of the day, like this is pretty old. It's definitely over a year old. So it needs like a little bit of skin contact in order to warm it up and actually get it on my face. Look, this is me directly putting it on my face. Then when I put it on my hand, on my brush, onto my face, it's way better. It's way better. I'm telling you. On the cheek. On the wrist, on the cheek. Much better application. Still needs a little bit of work, needs to blend a little bit better, but this is exciting because I think we just finished this one on camera. This little guy, he's done. I think we could pan this. Overall, would I buy this product again? Probably. Actually, you know what? I think I would. I like it. I like that it's plastic free. I think this is a really great color. This is the Happy Berry shade. I like the way it looks on my complexion. I think it blends in quite nicely. I also just think the Attitude brand is a great brand to support. And the best part of panning this and saying like it's a done product is I do not feel bad throwing it away. Actually, I think I'm gonna throw it in my home compost since this is completely compostable, which is great. Love to see it. So what do we replace it with? Let me show you. I have a couple of different blushes that I think could fit well into Project Pan. I have these two Trustique blushes. These are technically refillable. They are in the colors Moroccan Rose on the top one and Santa Marta Sunset is the bottom one. Very different colors here, but I think what I am most likely to add into Project Pan is this blush from Mob Beauty. I don't even know the color name of it, but I know that it is in the shade M70. I freaking love this blush. I have not been able to use this blush since I've been using up the other one. So this is a good one to add to my Project Pan because I really love it. Obviously you can see that there's a little bit of a pan already started there. So I'm excited to keep moving on with this. Not to go like blush overboard, but just so you can kind of like see. One goes out and another goes in. I did things a little backwards today, but the last thing that's in my Project Pan as of this moment that we haven't covered from the last video is the Kosas concealer. This one, again, this is gonna I think it's just gonna take some time. I would mark it with a Sharpie, but I legitimately don't even know where it ends. I think it's somewhere at the bottom, but there's all the product on the side that it's just gonna like, you know, use a little applicator to get product on the side and it still comes out. I just use a little bit of this each time. Some days if I'm not wearing a base, I'll just throw this on a little bit. So I mean, it makes sense why it's taking so long to use up. I don't really use too much of it. I've also been trying to pan my powder from Honest Beauty. It's not my favorite powder. Didn't know much about powders when I bought this one because let's be honest, I am not a makeup girly. I'm not like very knowledgeable about this. Like I just do the same routine I've done since I was in high school pretty much. So when I picked this up, I thought, oh, like this is supposed to be like a more eco, like clean, non-toxic brand. Unfortunately, I think I just need like an invisible, like a white powder. This color is a little too warm for me, so if I take pictures with this in, I always just feel like you can tell I'm wearing a powder. However, it does keep my makeup on longer, so you win some, you lose some. This one, I don't know if you can see, but I'm really at the tail end here. Like there's so little left. It's really, that's only gonna take me a couple more times and she's gonna be a goner. Then of course I'm still using up my Tower 28 mascara. I got this color in the brown instead of the black. Love it. I don't think I'll ever go back to a black mascara after using this. Okay, the final look. We have some new items in the rotation. There are things that have been panned. They will no longer be seen. One thing we have not covered yet are all the other Project Pan empties that I have here. I always think a makeup routine is a lot more interesting to watch, so if you're not interested in seeing these, then I'll see you in the next video, but if you are interested, then of course I want to share them with you guys. Not only has my Project Pan been focused on makeup products this year, but I've also been incorporating more beauty and also body and skincare products as well within this. I have not been sharing those as much, but I do have quite a few to cover here. The first product that I completely finished is this Tresemme Platinum Strength Heat Protectant Spray. I think I've had this for too long, way too long. It's been in the back of my bathroom cabinet and I just needed to use it. And this is actually, I believe it or not, never used a heat protectant spray before using this, so it actually did great at getting me in the habit of using a heat protectant spray before doing any sort of styling on my hair. Now, would I rebuy this one? No, I think there are much better brands out there, but am I glad that I finished it up? Yes. The next heat protectant spray that I'm currently using and has made its way into my Project Pan is the Not Your Mother's Beat the Heat Thermal Shield Spray. That's what I've been using now. This is just like a little travel size. I think I got gifted this by a family member at some point in my life. I finished this L'Oreal Smooth Intense Frizz Taming Serum. I loved this. I got this as this actually was one of those products that a friend had left at my house back, I don't know, really long time ago. And I never used it because I was like, oh, well, I just dropped it. But this product belongs to my friend, so I can't use it. It's not mine to use. And then of course, the years went on and eventually I'm like, I'm not gonna see that person anymore. So I might as well use the product. And that is why I finally used up that product. And I loved it. I really loved it. However, I do have a couple of other frizz taming serums that I'm trying to get through, so I'm not going to repurchase this one. I'm gonna use what I already have. Other hair care items, the Rawa Voluminous Conditioner, Shampoo and Conditioner, finished up that one. Thank you, Rawa, for sending it to me. I did love it. This one smelled like eucalyptus, so very like refreshing scent. Moving on to skincare, I finished up the Intense Exfoliant Serum from Mother. This one actually, I think it's a bit deceiving. It looks like there's more product in here than there actually is, so I was surprised when I finished it up. I, didn't really notice a difference between using this before and after, so I would not repurchase this. However, maybe you would have more luck. I got gifted by one of my family friends the Mary Kay Moisture Renewing Gel Mask. Took me so long to get through. It's just you throw it on your face before bed, and it's like this just ultra hydrating face mask. Do I feel like I really needed it? No. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. I just, feel like there are other cream-based moisturizers rather than a mask that I would reach for before like a face mask. I'm not really a face mask girly. I also finished up my face wash. This is the La Roche-Posay. This lasted so long. Actually, I believe this one we got, my husband and I were on our honeymoon, and the airport lost our luggage. So we had to buy some face wash while we were in Italy, and this was, I'm pretty sure this is the same one that we bought when we were there. So really lasted a long time. That trip was in September, and it is now March. So lasted us a very, very long time for two people using one product. I finished up the Cosmetology body lotion. This one actually comes in a bar form. I know it looks like a deodorant, but it is a lotion, and I loved it. I love that a lot. I love a bar form of things that are traditionally liquid. I will say it is a lot thicker, so maybe in the summertime here in Texas, I wouldn't really reach for something that's very thick. However, in the wintertime and even right now, kind of spring weather when things are a bit dry, I liked this. I went through that pretty quickly. I also finished up the Sleepy body lotion from Lush. I have to say, this smells so dang good. I'm not normally someone who likes very strong scented things, but this one was more of like a lavender, a chamomile scent, and it was a very relaxing scent. So this one, yes, I would repurchase this. And also, if you want to know more about Lush, I just finished up my sustainable or greenwashing month. So if you want to see my deep dive on the Lush brand and whether or not it's actually sustainable or if it's greenwashing, you can find that on my shorts. I will link that below. Keeping up with lotions, I finished this Mistela. This is the avocado bomb. You can see I really squeezed that one empty. I love traveling with this one. It's just a perfect size. It's TSA friendly since it's under the like regulated amount that you can fly with. So I always keep this in my backpack because it just does what you need it to do. It's like hydrating. It's not sticky. It's not greasy. It's just great. I love Mistela. I think they are a great brand. And this one is made with recycled avocado pits. Pretty freaking cool. I finished up my Small Wonder powder shampoo. So fun fact, you don't always have to have a liquid shampoo. You can have a bar form, and you can also have powder form of shampoo. So they are more sustainable because you're using up less plastic packaging, since a bar can be shipped in paper and so can powder. So this is a brand that I finally finished up. I loved it a lot. I will say their little bottle did break on me, so it made it a bit tricky to try to get everything out of here without getting water in the powder. That was tricky, but it did the job. I think it's a great brand to support. I finished up this lotion. I got gifted this in a set forever ago, but finally used it up. I finished my vitamin C. This is from Sky Organics. I loved this. This was great. It really was wonderful whenever I was doing like a gua sha or like a facial massage. Would I repurchase it? I don't know. I think I'm TBD, maybe 50-50 on if I would repurchase it. I think I would feel a little adventurous and want to try something else a little different. So TBD on that. I finished up some Native deodorant. I personally am not a huge fan of Native, but this was one of those things where we were traveling, airport lost our luggage, and I needed deodorant. So I bought this at like a gas station, and I'm glad it's over with. The smell was a little too strong for me, and I just think there are other deodorants I would gravitate more towards. I finished up my Tower 28 skin tint. This one I love. Yes, I would totally repurchase. You can see I loved it so much I actually cut it open to get all the product on the inside. That's how you know you really love a product, when you're not just like done with it, but you're ready to go the extra mile to get every little drop of it. So this is one, yes, I 100% would repurchase. I love it a lot. I just gotta finish the dang e.l.f. Halo Glow. And those are all of my Project Pan items that I have finished this far into the year. It is a lot. I know we rapid fired through a lot of those ones, the skincare, hair care, body care items. But if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'm always interested to see like what you guys think, if there's another product you would recommend, or what you guys are working on if you're doing a Project Pan as well. If you want to see my first video, I will link that below in the description or somewhere around here. I think I'm gonna do quarterly updates for Project Pan things. So this is now officially my second quarter through Project Pan, and I will come back to you guys right around 6 months, see what kind of products we're gonna finish up within 6 months. Crazy. Just seems like a long time, but really it's not a long time at all. Of course, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts below in the comments. Let's chit chat down there. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe for more videos like this. And of course, I'm just so happy you're here. This has been so much fun being able to track all of these Project Pan things and kind of feel like we're doing it together, you know? That's all for this week's video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.